Hey guys, so here's this 52-inch Hubblebree Centreville ceiling fan. This fan is not from Habitat, it's from my mom's best friend's house. The reason why I got it because I was trying to take the switch housing off with the light kit on it because the capacitor was a little bit bad on high. I was trying to take it down and take a picture of the capacitor because I will get a capacitor for it, and after I took a picture of it, the light kit fell and it broke one of these shades and detached the light kit holder. Yeah, and I took it home to restore it, and I did restore it. Yes, I did. I'm explained what happened first. First, when we went to my mom's best friend's house, like 3 weeks ago, either 2 or 3 weeks ago, that's when we went there. Could be 2 weeks, I'm not sure. Probably 2, but we went there, and I saw the Centreville running on high. This fan, this one right here, it was running on high speed, and as I was expecting, high speed was a little bit slower than usual. And yeah, then next day, well, next 2 days, I took light kit switch housing off, and I already told y'all that I'm gonna tell y'all again, but I took it down to take a picture of the capacitor because I was gonna get a new one for this fan, and then after I took it, it fell off. And it broke one of these shades, and it detached the hooker thing and the socket right there on the other shade. I don't know if it did, but it's wobbling a bit because it broke a little bit. The socket broke a little bit, but it still works. I'm glad it still works, but yeah. So after that happened, we went to Lowe's and got a new Centreville, exactly the same as this one. And I took this fan down, put it up. I put up the new Centreville, and the new Centreville works fine. And I also fixed the wobbling on the second Centreville there too, because I think the mounting brackets were a little bit loose. And these kind of mounting brackets aren't good, but it's okay of what I know. So the second Centreville had a bent blade. This is from the second Centreville, so there was like 2 slightly bent. One was slightly bent and one's a little bit bent up. And I took those 2 blades down and put the other 3 blades from this fan on the other Centreville. Now it wobbles a tiny bit now, and I'm glad it does. And the other Centreville works fine. And I will demonstrate those 2 fans soon, but I don't know when I'm going back there. So after that, I took this fan home and tried to repair it, and I did restore it. First thing I did is to get a new light shade from my local Habitat store where I restore fans. And when I saw that there was a light shade, and let me repeat that. When I went to Habitat to get a shade, and I saw this kind of shade, and it was exactly the same as the other one, so I just got it. They had 2, but I only got 1 because 1 shade broke on this fan. And yeah, it worked pretty good on this fan. It fit perfect, and I'm really glad it did. Yeah, and I'm glad it did. Also, I did reattach the hooker thing. One day I was trying to do it, but I went out of time, and so I did it the next day, and it took me about a couple hours to put it back up there, and it worked. Still gonna wobbles a little bit, that shade. It worked, and I'm really happy it did. So, there's only 3 soft white LEDs and 1 clear LED. Clear LED. I didn't have any more soft white, so I just put a clear LED in there, and I put it right there because I want y'all to know that this is the shade that was broken, and I fixed it. Yeah, and then I cleaned this fan too. It was just a little bit dirty, not too dirty, just a tiny bit. But, and then the last thing I did is get a new capacitor. And the old one, the high speed was a tiny bit slow on it. So I replaced it to a new one, now at normal speeds. But low and medium speed was normal, and high speed was a little bit slow. About a couple months at my mom's best friend's house, I have accidentally left this fan running on high, and I should have just turned them on low. The other one was on medium speed because it wobbled too much on high, so I just left it on medium. And I left this fan on high speed by accident, and I should just turn on low, but that's okay because it was almost summertime, and it does need to be cooling down. And then when I went back there about 3 weeks ago, it was a little slower than I was expecting. So yeah, that's why I got a new capacitor, and now it's back to normal speeds now. So yeah, that's like one more thing. I must have forgot, but so yeah. I got a new capacitor for this fan, and it worked fine. Works good, I meant. Yeah, I know. I just remembered now that I did demonstrate this fan before, as well as the second one. They were both in the bonus room, and there was 2 together, and they were both there. I recorded them both, and they were both wobbling too, and this one was on the normal speeds probably, and yeah. So I did record this fan wobbling too, and I do have a clip, but I may have that clip posted on another video because that fan was wobbling and was noisy too. So I can do that. So if y'all want to see it, y'all can watch it. So yeah, I'm about to demonstrate this fan. Talked long enough. So it's about 8 minutes now. Talked really long. So yeah, it's time to demonstrate this fan. But I don't know if I'm gonna do the spin down or not, because spin down is pretty long on this fan. So I just may not do it. But this fan kind of wobbles a bit on high still because of the bent blade. So yeah, let's go ahead and demonstrate. Here we go.